Hi Capricorn, welcome. Thanks so much for joining me on the Fool's Journey Tarot. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Capricorn for this coming week. Today is Sunday, August 2nd, 2020. So Capricorn, this is a general love reading, and that means that it can apply to anything. Relationships, situations and or circumstances surrounding work, family, home, friends, social circles, communities. Basically, if you can think of it, it might apply. I also want to remind you to be flexible with the energy. Don't be overly concerned about the gender of the cards. You can mix and match the roles within the reading. That means you can be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. This also means that you might feel like I'm reading for you, but you could feel like you're cross-watching. Parts of the reading may resonate for you, parts may not. I hope, Capricorn, by the time you finish watching this, not only did you enjoy it, but I hope that you feel like it was helpful and beneficial to you in some way, shape, or form. That's my intention. So Capricorn, we're going to get started after a shuffle or two more. If you want more specific information regarding my readings and my channel, please check out the description box below. Carmilla, the green-cheeked conure, is behind me. She's hanging out in her travel cage today. She's decided she really likes it, so she likes to sit in there and play with her toy. And she makes a lot of noise sometimes, as you can see. She's going to town right now with it. So I'll try to talk over her antics. And then Sylvester the cat, if you're familiar with my channel, he's also here, but he's napping in the living room. So he's likely to stay there. He's pretty comfortable on the couch right now. We probably will not have a sighting of Sylvester in your video today, Capricorn. I apologize for that. Okay, Capricorn, let's go ahead and get started, and let's see what's going on for Capricorn. We're going to start off with the Hierophant, paired with the Two of Wands in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. King of Cups. The Seven of Cups in reverse. Knight of Wands. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So we have at least two, maybe three separate energies on the table so far with this first set of 8 cards, Capricorn. I'm not getting a super... Are you mad at that toy? You tell it who's boss. Tell it, Carmilla, who's boss. She will. She's going to tell that toy who's boss. So Capricorn, I'm not getting a super clear message just yet, but we can talk about some of these energies I'm seeing on the table. So the King of Cups is a very loving and compassionate energy. This is somebody who is very emotionally available. Somebody who gives unconditional love. Somebody who's very approachable. This can be a passionate, intimate partner. A loving, fatherly, father figure. Could be a female too. I want to remind you, I'm just describing the King of Cups, but this could, if you're a female, you can certainly embody the King of Cups energy. This is just somebody who is not afraid of showing his emotions, expressing himself, giving and receiving love. The Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I'm going to wait on those two because they might be the same person. I haven't decided yet. And those cards in reverse can have different meanings. a variety of different meanings, and so I don't want to jump to any conclusions yet until I get some more information on the table. So let's see what else we get. We have the Nine of Cups, King of Cups again, Three of Cups in reverse, Four of Pentacles, the Tower, Page of Wands in reverse, Four of Swords, and then we have the Hangman. Okay, so the King of Cups is obviously central within this reading, so I feel like I'm reading for the King of Cups. So Capricorn, if you don't resonate as the King of Cups, I want to remind you, even if you're a Capricorn, that you could feel like you're cross-watching for this King of Cups, but he's shown up twice now. So I feel like this King of Cups has made a decision. I feel like he's come to some kind of conclusion, or he's made a decision for himself, I feel. I feel like he's pursuing something that he wants, and I feel like he thinks that's the right thing to do. This is something that relates, it's an emotional decision, it's something that could pertain to a connection or a relationship, or multiple connections or relationships, but I feel like he's made a decision for himself. And I feel like for himself, he believes this is the right decision to make, or the right path to choose, or the right choice. I think he's also aware that this is something that's right for him, but it may not be received by others as positive news or something that's beneficial or satisfactory to others. I don't think that this information or this decision that he's made for himself will necessarily be well received by others. And in fact, feels like these two queens could be separate people. So this feels like these two people are associated with this King of Cups. This Queen of Cups in particular is upset, sad, disappointed. She is she's not very happy with what's going on with this King of Cups. Whatever he's doing, whatever decision he's made, and again, this feels like a personal decision. It feels like something he's doing for himself. It might really only apply to him, but this Queen, it feels like she's taking it personally. This Queen of Cups feels like she's taking this personally. She might be taking offense to this decision that he's made, or what this king wants to do, or what this king has decided. I think this king knew or knows how how this queen feels or anticipated her reaction to whatever this decision is for him. I think he knew or suspected that she would react in this manner, but I think for some reason she feels like she's hurt by this situation. This is a little confusing to me because whatever this is for this King of Cups, it feels positive and it feels like something that he wants for himself. It feels like something that's going to be positive for him in an emotional sense. But this Queen of Cups feels hurt by it, or almost feels like I think she's taking this wrong, but she feels like this king is intentionally hurting her with whatever this is for this king. Now this Queen of Pentacles, it's hard to tell what's going on with this Queen of Pentacles. Right now, she feels a little bit separate or removed from the situation. This does feel like a separate person. I might change my mind, Capricorn, but this Queen of Pentacles feels like a separate person, and also feels like, at least right now, she's either removed from the situation or maybe she doesn't know what's going on. I feel like it's possible this Queen of Pentacles is purposely removed from the situation. So this is definitely a group dynamic. This could be a group of friends. This could be family members. You know, I suppose it's possible this could be a third-party situation. We'll see what comes up. But I do feel, at least right now, and again, I might change my mind. I only have 2 sets of cards out here. At least right now, I feel like these 2 queens are 2 separate people. And this reading is focused on this king and a decision that he's making. A positive decision, something that he wants for himself and something that's right for him. It's definitely the right move for him. It's definitely the right decision for him. Feels like a personal wish or goal or dream or something that he wants for himself. And it feels very positive for him. But for some reason, this Queen of Cups feels bad about it. Okay, so let's get some more cards out here, Capricorn. So we have the 8 of Wands in reverse, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups in reverse, Seven of Wands, clarifying this Queen of Cups, 9 of Swords in reverse, clarifying this King of Cups, the High Priestess, the Tower again, and the Sun. So I feel like this king has avoided or delayed this decision or this choice for himself because of this Queen of Cups. Again, I have a strong feeling that he knew how she would react, or has always known how she would react. And for some reason, I've got this feeling like she, to a certain extent, feels like a victim, or feels like she's been hurt purposely or put in a bad position. There's something about she's very defensive too. She feels I feel like she wants others to see how hurt she is. I feel like she really wants others to understand how this is affecting her. She might even be talking about it or expressing herself, but which really is, I think what really is happening is she's coming off a little bit as a whiner, a woe is me. And I don't want to offend anybody. If you're identifying, or if you are resonating as this Queen of Cups, I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just reading the cards. But especially with these two pages coming out, I get the feeling like there is this, she's being received a little bit as someone who is taking this personally when really she shouldn't. But she feels really hurt by this. Whatever this is, she feels like she's been victimized or taken advantage of, or she feels like others should recognize how hurtful this is to her. Which again, I'm very confused by, because whatever this is that this king has done, or whatever the decision this king has made for himself, it's a positive one. It's a very positive decision for himself, and he has avoided it or postponed it because I think he knew what the reaction would be. Because I think he was very clear about what the reaction would be with regard to this Queen of Cups. Now, this Queen of Pentacles, who I still feel is somebody separate, I don't know that this person is aware of what's going on yet. I don't think she's clear about what's going on, but things are going to change with this Queen of Pentacles once she does know. There will be some kind of significant response or action taken or reaction. This Queen of Pentacles is going to have some kind of significant response or action once she finds out about this information. I don't think that she knows yet. I feel like this person is removed from the situation. This Queen of Pentacles, to me, feels like she's in the dark, but I don't feel like that's going to be the case for very much longer. And I think it's going to change the whole, there's something big that's going to happen once she finds out what's going on, or maybe what she finds out what this king is doing, or what his plans are. But right now, I feel like she's in the dark. Right now, I feel like she may be totally clueless about what's going on or what's transpiring. I'm not sure that it's been communicated to her. So let's get some more cards out here. Capricorn, interesting story so far. So again, it's very strange, because this King of Cups is one of those types of people who is very loving, very approachable, very emotionally available. He's not afraid to express himself. He is the type of person that appreciates the people in his life for who they are, and has, again, unconditional love. Is very positive energy coming. There's very positive energy coming off of this King of Cups. But for some reason, he's hesitant, or has avoided, or has postponed communication or moving forward with whatever this Nine of Cups is for him, because he knew that this Queen of Cups would have a negative reaction to it, or would perceive it as bad news. Let's get some more cards out for Capricorn and see what else we get. Ace of Swords again, in the same set of cards. And then we have the Hierophant again in the same set of cards. The King of Cups. If you're this King of Cups, whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you're moving toward, whatever it is you want, that you are manifesting for yourself, whether this is a new relationship, a new job, a new creative, whatever this is that you really want for yourself, it is the absolute right thing to do. I think you found some clarity with regard to making this decision. I think that it's become clear to you that this is the right thing for you to do. It is the right choice for you to make. And maybe it really was the only choice that you could make. You had to make this choice because it's the only right thing for you. I have a feeling that whatever this is, King of Cups, if you're this King of Cups, and I feel like I'm reading for the King of Cups, whatever this is that you are going to do or that you want, that you're manifesting yourself, is going to make you very, very happy and be very fulfilling for you. And I think that you've come to that conclusion. I think you've realized that for yourself. It just feels very positive, which is why this Queen of Cups reaction is very confusing to me. But let's see what else we get. There's the Hangman in reverse. So this is clarifying this Queen of Cups. Justice. The Page of Wands again in reverse. Ten of Wands. Two of Pentacles. And then the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is really interesting. So this King of Cups, I feel, has resisted, again, making this decision or communicating or talking about it because he knew how this Queen of Cups would react. And she, again, is feeling very defensive, she feels very put out, like, you know, you knew this would hurt me. Why are you doing this? I can't, you know, you're causing problems. This could be, again, a group or family dynamic where she feels like this king is causing problems for other people or other connections or other relationships. Could be a group of friends, group of colleagues. But this queen, after finding out this information, feels very upset. Possibly to the degree that she feels like this relationship could be in jeopardy. That it could cause some problems within the relationship itself. And again, I think that this king kept this to himself for a long period of time because he knew. And maybe he knew that this queen would react this way. Maybe he thought other people would react this way. However, this Queen of Pentacles right now doesn't know what's going on. She has no clue. She has not been given the information or has not received any communication. I think she's going to. I think that's going to happen. But I think there's anticipation that her response will not be the same as this Queen of Cups. I think there is some kind of anticipation that this Queen of Pentacles will respond differently to this information once she receives it, once she finds out what's going on with this King of Cups. I just get a strong feeling like there is that expectation that things will be very different with regard to this Queen of Pentacles response. Now, I think she's in reverse, and this is why I waited so long to talk about this Queen of Pentacles and why she's in reverse. Because, you know, reversals indicate shadow energy. But in this case, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the shadow energy, to me, it feels like there is this distance or lack of communication or lack of connection. She doesn't feel like she's being included, or she's out. She's not part of the situation. She's being left out of the situation, at least for now. Let's get this last round out, Capricorn, and see what else we get. Oop, I gotta do one more shuffle because some cards left on the table. One more shuffle, Capricorn. Four of Cups. Three of Wands in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Cups in the upright position this time. The Star in reverse. Six of Swords. And then the Three of Swords. So we had the Three of Cups that came out here early on in the reading. And now we've got the Three of Swords in reverse. This can indicate third party. I mentioned that earlier. It is possible this could be a third party situation. This could be, and I'm not saying this is true for everybody. This could potentially be a situation where this King of Cups has decided to leave this Queen of Cups for this Queen of Pentacles. And I think it's something that he has been working through for a while and has been avoiding actually taking action or speaking about this because of obviously how this Queen of Cups may respond. Now, it doesn't have to be a third-party situation. There's Sylvester. He did make an appearance. And he wants me to open the window, which I will do for him. So I indicated this could be group or family dynamic, and it certainly could, especially with the Ten of Pentacles coming out here. But whatever's going on, and I don't feel like this King of Cups is necessarily intentionally trying to hurt people. In fact, that would be the last thing this King of Cups would want to do. He doesn't want to hurt people. But he's also doing something that's positive for himself. And I do believe it has to do with an emotional situation, could have to do with an emotional connection. This Queen of Cups to me feels like she could be laying on a little bit of a guilt trip. She could be laying on a bit of a guilt trip, and she could be saying, look, you're not just hurting me, you're hurting others. You're hurting other people. You're destroying relationships. And you need to do what's right, not just for me, but for other people. She might be playing the, again, the victim card and playing the guilt card. I feel like that's strongly in the case of this Queen of Cups. Now, I am not passing judgment with regard to, whatever is going on in the situation. It's going to be different for a lot of people. But I don't feel negative energy off of this King of Cups. I don't feel like he's manipulating a situation. I don't feel like he is lying. I don't feel like he is making a poor choice. The cards are indicating he's doing something that's right and meant for him. It's going to make a significantly positive, it's going to have a significantly positive effect in his own life. And I think that he's put it on the back burner for quite some time. And he's done that because he didn't want to hurt other people, or he didn't want to put other people in a bad position. But I think he's realized that this is right for him. This is something he needs to do. But he's delayed it long enough. I think he's become very clear that this is something that not only he really, really wants, but something that is the right thing to do. And he's going to do it. He's put it off long enough. Now, if this isn't a relationship, if this is not like a third-party situation, it doesn't have to be. This could be something that this king wants to pursue, for example, that he's put on the back burner because he knew that it would affect other people within his life, other connections, maybe family, and that other people would see it as not necessarily a bad thing for him, but bad news for them. He might, this could be someone who's a provider for others, somebody who is a significant player in other people's lives, and so if he's pursuing something on his own, Maybe it will require him to change location or disengage with people in his life that he's been committed to and been close to for a while. I'm just throwing out some options as to why maybe this Queen of Cups is having the reaction that she's having. Ten of Pentacles can indicate divorce, can indicate disruption within a family, financial ruin. This could be affecting a financial situation within a group or family dynamic. So there could be factors at play here that I think that this King of Cups is definitely aware of and has been aware of, and probably at least part of the reason why he has postponed this or put this on the back burner for as long as he has, because I feel like this is something that he's wanted for a long time. But I also feel like the amount of time that he's spent working through this and trying to figure out, is this should I do this or not? I think that he's become very clear that this is definitely something that he needs to do. Now, I know I haven't talked a lot about this Queen of Pentacles, and she's in this set. I'm going to take this card. She's in this set of outcome cards, and I feel like strongly that this is probably the person who's going to be on the receiving end of the information, or she will become aware of what's going on. I don't believe that she is right now. If she's aware, she's not directly involved in the situation to the point where whatever's going on is affecting her necessarily. And I think that her reaction will be very different from this Queen of Cups. In fact, I think that she may even have a very positive reaction to whatever's going on with this King of Cups, rather than a negative reaction. So we're going to take this card, Capricorn, and then we're going to wrap this up. So we got the Seven of Earth, which is the Seven of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite. Seven of Pentacles is all about having patience, putting energy and effort into something, cultivating something, working hard at something, investing in something that you really want, or that that you are working hard toward, putting effort into something. So the Seven of Earth in this deck, I think, has a little bit of a different meaning, and so I'll be reading this out of the book, and then we're going to wrap this up for you, Capricorn. So Seven of Earth, it's about 3/4 of the page, and I'll display the card for you. Here we go, Capricorn. The Seven of Earth symbolizes a need to both nurture and maintain a connection between spirit, self, and the world around you. Ground, integrate, and connect. To feel and embrace this connection does not require any belief in the divine, but a simple awareness that all is connected on an energetic level. At this time, look out into the world to see, feel, and understand the cycles of life and nature and how they affect and influence you. Over time, life and day-to-day demands may begin to wear away at us, making us irritable and reactive, less adaptable and flexible, more fearful of the changes going on within us and around us. All of these things can make us feel alone and disconnected. The Seven of Earth symbolizes the importance of connection and being part of the natural world, but also the need to address areas of potential stress in your life before they become a problem. It is time to meditate and still your mind. Make a habit of taking time to sit and meditate in nature and allow all the stress to flow out of you and into the earth. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to relax and become one with Gaia and Great Spirit. Reconnect. You do not have to believe. Just allow yourself to be still, at peace, and free of the impurities and worries that cloud your senses and good judgment. So, this could be, and I think that it probably is, advice from Spirit indicating that regardless of who you are in this reading, and I think that it could be beneficial, well, it is. It could be beneficial for anybody and everybody, is to take a step back from reacting to the day-to-day events that are occurring in your life. And just sit still and be quiet. Maybe sit in the park. I went out and I did this yesterday, and I went to the river and I took my shoes off and I sat in the river with my feet in the water for a period of time, and it just helps you reconnect and feel better, really. It helps you feel better. And I think that it helps ground you, and it helps you make you feel more connected to your spirit. And I think that you can be more certain about the direction of your life and the decisions that you need to make, and feel more centered and confident about those decisions and the directions that you're taking with your life. And I think that this King of Cups would definitely benefit from this. This Queen of Cups would definitely benefit from this as well, because I think that she's having a hard time with whatever's going on with this King of Cups. So anyway, more than anything, I feel like this is just good sound advice to take care of yourself, reconnect, be patient, take deep breaths, and understand that everything's going to be okay, that you're being guided in the right direction by Spirit, and you're being supported by Spirit. So hang in there, whoever you are in this reading, Capricorn. So I'm going to leave that here. I hope this reading was helpful, Capricorn. I hope that it resonated for you. If it did, please like, share, subscribe. If you feel like leaving a comment to tell your story, I always appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining me today, Capricorn, and I hope I see you next time. Bye.